it's been really good to get back out and get back on the grass. So that's the fun part for me.
How much weight did you lose as far as how low did you get and how much?
I lost 102 pounds, and I'm back. I've gained about 20 right now. So I think I lost a little bit during camp, so I'm back down probably about 80-something pounds, 90 pounds now, I guess. So I'm still down about 90, but I'm probably more in the normal people weight range now than I was before.
How do you feel now, and do you have to manage workload here through camp, or how do you envision it?
Well, I actually got yelled at by Scott for coming in a little bit too early because he wants me to make sure that I'm managing my time and getting in and getting out and being more efficient with my time. So I'm working at the same pace that I normally did. I'm probably more efficient than I was before because I don't have the extra time to be staying around. The thing that I do have to manage is just make sure I'm getting as many calories as humanly possible, because otherwise I'll lose weight super fast. So I can't afford to lose much more.
How were you able to keep up with recruiting? I know that was something you didn't get to be a part of as much in the spring.
Yeah,
you had to stay up to speed.
I had to work double time in July, to be honest with you, in terms of texting and staying in touch via social media with a lot of prospects and stuff like that. So it was a lot of double time in terms of that. But I was still able to enjoy a pretty good vacation. But yeah, there was a lot of catch up to get done there for sure.
On field wise, was there stuff to catch up from the spring?
Well, I was able to, while I was homesick, I was able to watch the film and be in part of a little bit of meetings with Chins. I'd spend some time with him, and so there's a couple nuances here and there that have changed, but you can catch up pretty quick on the fly with some of those things. Excuse me.
How good did it feel to just be kind of football
back at it? Yeah, it felt really, really, really good. It's like I said before, it's not what we like to do, it's what we're obsessed with doing. So for me, it's my ultimate release is to be able to be on the grass and coaching ball and working with our guys. So for me to be back out there's a complete relief for me.
And with special teams, when you go into this camp, do you feel like you have a much more solid footing? Like, at least I've got this nucleus of guys.
Absolutely. I feel just watching the drill work over the course of the last couple of days, because really the first part of camp for us is all drill and technique work as opposed to scheme. You feel so much better about some of the stuff that's going on with our guys, and just them having a base understanding conceptually of what we're trying to get accomplished, even with the drill work, let alone scheme work. So you feel so much better, so much more. My heart rate's not quite as high every time we line up to kick a football.
When you look back at special teams last year, just an overall assessment, how much did it live up to what you were looking for?
So the old axiom is, what do you feel about your team's execution? And the one guy said, I'm all for it. It was really bad. It wasn't, I can't sit here and sugarcoat it. I'm not going to say that it was good when it wasn't. Now, I thought what I did notice, though, was as the year progressed, how it got progressively better and progressively better, especially towards the end of the year. I mean, you all of a sudden saw some of the techniques starting to come to fruition in terms of the things that we practiced, so I felt much better about that. But to give it an overall okay for the entire season, I don't think you can say that.
How much difference does it make to have Barrett, he made his last 10 attempts last fall, and what does that do for a guy?
Well, obviously, it gives him a higher confidence level, right? So he's got to feel way better about himself. I feel way better about him. And so you start to realize, yes, there's the Barrett that I recruited, So you start to feel good. He knows more about what he's doing. He's more, and really his yips, per se, from the previous year were really all based on his initial footwork. So once he realized his consistency in terms of his footwork was off, and he fixed it, that's when he became a lot better.
Do you expect a battle at punter with Armstrong?
I expect a battle at all positions.
I mean, what's that? I guess the new punter you've added,
William.
What's he going to bring to the table?
I mean, he's someone that we've actually known for quite some time, being how he's from Florida. So I've known him for quite a while. I think he's played in big time games. So for him, he's got the experience. Isaac has got the experience. So I don't anticipate either of them getting rattled with any form of competition on the field or off the field. So I feel good about those two battling it out throughout camp. And Isaac knows he's going to have to perform if he wants to maintain being a starter.
Do you measure hang time, distance?
We measure hang time, distance, and placement on every kick. So every time they kick a football, either it's pre-practice, post-practice, or during practice, everything is charted so that we can have a true analytic discussion about who's going to be better at this versus that.
And William is for sure eligible this year?
Yes.
What's just your general overview of your outside backers? I know you got to spend some time getting into camp before you break it down completely.
I'm pretty excited so far. I think I'll be extremely disappointed if we don't see a really huge output from Alex Davis from Ace. I think he has progressed as far as anybody as I've ever seen. Caleb Tanner is back to being fully healthy and ready to go in terms of practice and being able to take all the reps. So I feel his ability to run right now is different than all the other guys, and I think that's obvious on the field. strong. Ferg is back to being healthy, so it's fun to watch some of the older guys being healthy again, not being hamstrung by certain injuries. Also, you got Garrett Nelson is in his second semester of college. He was here for spring, so you got to feel good about his knowledge base. And watching some of the other guys come along is great.
Jovan, you guys have JoJo with you too at the opening.
JoJo hasn't been cleared for camp yet, so he's not out there.
Are you 100%? Would you say as far as how you feel?
I would say I'm probably about 95. I've got a little bit of. I got my Camel backpack, so I drink water all the time. I don't get to make any saliva anymore with the retreatment I went through, so I carry water.
When you were diagnosed, was it even to the point where they could say it was at a stage?
I want to say one diagnosis was stage 3, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't remember. I didn't worry about what stage it was at, to be honest with you.
Is that a permanent, the saliva? Is that a
they're
permanent
saying
thing?
it could take upwards of 2 years for it to come back, so I'll continue to make scar tissue for 2 years and continue to have symptoms probably of some sort for the next 2 years.
And how much water are you going through a day?
Probably close to 2 gallons. A lot.
With JoJo, is that injury? Is that an injury?
He's just not
situation?
cleared for camp.
Not clear, okay.